Ocho, Ibo Quinn, son, no, and they won't know. BK Ibu. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. We're just going to do a couple of traditional Ibu dances for your entertainment, and I hope you enjoy, and thank you all for coming.
A promise made is a promise kept. I told us on my last publication that I'm going to bring in the bishop. Actually, before I said a powerful pastor, no, it was not a pastor, it was a bishop. Bishop Mark Brown of the United States of America Christian Evangelical Community has issued a stern warning to the government of Finland. Even while we have representatives, Igbos, the same blood, even if Biafra come, all of us go to pass the same road. Or rather, if we have any activities, maybe we have a stadium that they are playing ball, all of us we gather in our own stadium in Biafra land to watch the game. These same people that we are going to go the same market, purchase the same items, contribute to the economy of Biafra, are the ones who stood their ground that their own brother must go to prison. While others, outside our own jurisdictions, are the ones who are then putting pen to paper, pinning their legs on the ground and say that Finland must release Simon Ekpa and Nigeria must release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu will appear in appeal court. We also they are going to have witness, right? Witness is going to be Ndibo. Simon Ekpa, the appeal is going on. Who are the witnesses against Simon Ekpa? Igbo people. Igbo Kwenu. When I try, it is well. Let me read the article before I talk. Say I don't digress. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, according to him, he said, Mr. Simon Ekpa, serving as the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile, has become a voice for millions who seek peaceful self-determination and protection from violence. Person will write this in. No be me. No be Hausa. No be Yoruba. No be black skin. In fact, no be black America. A white bishop from the United States of America. People who detest terrorism. People who will try their best to make sure that they have nothing to do with anybody who have been charged or who are facing the charges of terrorism, are the ones who stood their ground once again and said, Mr. Man, you must be free. He sent him a message of hope, a message of faith. He told him, my brother, don't worry, they are just only shaking you to know whether you are going to give up. And at the end, you will be released. It sounds funny to you, to everyone who did not understand, but to me, it is not funny. But let us read. Just in, Bishop Mark Brown of the United States of America Christian Evangelical Community has issued a stern warning to the government of Finland and also to Alexander Stubb. Just in, according to him, Bishop Mark of the USA Evangelical Community has issued a statement offering a solidarity after warning Finland. After sending the Finland government and Alexander Stubb warning, then he sent a personal message to Simon Ekpa called Message to Stand in Solidarity with our PM. Is God not awesome? Let us continue. He said the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in exile, in bracket USBG, during his ongoing trial in Finland, the letter highlights reported human rights issues in southeastern Nigeria such as extrajudicial killings and forced disappearances by armed state-sponsored terrorists in uniform. Not me write am. Now Bishop Mark I write am. Who even acknowledged? Look at what he said here. A letter. He said the letter highlights. The letter he sent to Finland. He also trying to highlight what is happening in Biafra land that he is privy to know. Some people don't understand this letter. It's a very short letter. But when you come down to explain this, you will find out that every line in this letter have a meaning. And it is towards the freedom of Simon Ekpa and the liberation of the people of Biafra. The letter highlights reported human rights issues checkpoints, invading our villages, destroying our farmlands, burning our houses, extortion, extrajudicial killings. I mean, kidnapping our young youths at the middle of the night and wafting them away to unknown destination. Incommunicado is also part of it. These are the fundamental human rights that Nigerian government and their so-called security agencies are denying my people. And you, as an Igbo man, you say that this thing have to continue because you have collected money. A money that can't even sustain you to your next generation to come. It's what you collected today to sabotage your future generation. Shame to all of you that call yourself Igbo, who are doing everything humanly possible to make sure you sabotage where we are going. A day of reckoning is coming. It's not going to waste time. And as I always said, Kama is a bastard. He knows nobody. Kama don't have parents. So he don't have parents. Kama is an orphan. When he want to strike, he not look left or right. He strike, and it's going to happen. We are going to be here to hear the scores of all these idiots that have turned themselves to be tools to be used by the Nigerian government and our oppressors to continue oppressing us. We must win. Remember the words of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. At the end, Biafra must surely come. Let me come back. The highlights reported human rights issues in southeastern Nigeria, such as extrajudicial killings. They went to Finland and said, Simon Ekpa is the reason why people are being pied in Biafra land. Oyibo man is alleging you, telling you that this is the reason why Simon is agitating, because of extrajudicial killings and forced disappearance by armed state-sponsored terrorists in uniform. He called for due process and fairness in Ekpa's case and supports peaceful Biafran self-determination without fear of persecution. Simon Ekpa, a Finnish Biafran citizen and activist, leads a government in exile advocating for Biafra independence and has faced legal proceedings in Finland related to his self-determination advocacy activities ever since he declared the United States of Biafra, USBG. You see, what baffles me most here is that this man, he recognized Simon Ekpa as the Prime Minister of Biafra. But some Oko and some never do well. Some idiotic human beings, some morons who claim to be an Igbo. But if you check very well, my brother, those ones are what I refer to them as uncircumcised Philistines. That is what Bible called them. They said Simon must die. Simon must go to prison. Simon is this and Simon is that. The same thing with Ijele and the Kengu Uruagu. This is what they have been paid to be doing. But there's no problem. You see this race, when we finish it, we are going to count the mileage to know those who run it well and those who stop on the way and those who couldn't make it to the end. Also those who couldn't even make it to the starting point. Everybody must collect their own payment when the time is right. Because they have payment. And that payment, the day of payment, that is the day of reckoning. It shall never pass us by. Everybody is going to give account of what they have done in this struggle. Let's continue. Okay, we come from the comment section. Just a few comments and then we'll round up because we'll gather. It's well. God's time is the best. Maziko Sochuku. Yes, so that is the spirit of blood. Ebonyamaka. He said victory is undefeated. Victory is undefeated. Mazi Biafra said, that is the spirit blood. It is Biafra or nothing. It is Biafra or Biafra. True is gentle, true talk, man of God. In fact, we are going to be part of your member. Did he tell you he's looking for a member? Anyway, so be it. If you want to go to his church, it's now left for you. If you have money to go to US or you are living within that environment, then you can as well go to patronize him. If Ifechuku said what? Oh, this one is atom for title of music. That is the spirit of Finland, free Martin Nnamdi Kanu. Finland is not holding Martin Nnamdi Kanu. Free Simon Ekpa of the United States of Biafra. Well, that is the way you say it. Anyway, my wonderfully made Biafran brothers and sisters, we don't have much time to waste. This will be one of the shortest videos we ever publish on this channel. So have a nice day, ponder as I ponder. But make sure that this message goes viral. Share it so that we get to the ears of those people who are sabotaging what we are doing, thinking that they are doing it to Simon Ekpa. No. Anything you are doing on this journey, thinking, oh, you are doing it just to sabotage Simon Ekpa. No, you are sabotaging the over 50 million or 80 million people who believed in what you are doing. And that's the more reason why whatever you want to do in this struggle, you must be extra careful, so that they don't kind of incur the wrath of the gods and also the wrath of human beings, because we are going to give our own verdict. It's not going to be too far, very soon. And until then, please follow us on all our social media handles and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. It is well with our soul.
Even a post like this under my comment section and my timeline, something like indeed will come to the light of the world, come to Islam. You know, I'm not stereotyping and I'm not going to be biased. You see, my candid advice to Igbos, especially the businessmen among them, you have to be very sensitive and know how you can secure your land. You know, one thing about Igbos is that they are resilient. Their land could have been taken during the Biafran War, but they discovered that these people cannot be conquered easily. And they are determined people, resilient people. That is why the land of Igbo till now has not been conquered. But you know one thing about Islam that many of you don't understand is that they are gradualists. They are patient people. They are very, very patient. They don't rush. They take time to attend to whatever they want to achieve. You know what Afghanistan told US? They said, you have the weapons, you have the tech, but we have all the time in the whole world. We are very patient. We'll wait for you. That was how they infiltrated US education system. They discovered that US cannot be conquered, not by any means. And they discovered that if you can brainwash the upcoming generations of children emanating from US, then you are finished US. That was how Qatar came up with their foundation, started pumping money into US education system from the grassroots. That was how they were able to lobby in Barack Obama in the year 1996 to become senator. And he came in as a Christian, disguised as a Christian, but underneath a jihadist. And he came in with LGBTQ+. He started sponsoring LGBTQ+, you know, brainwashing the children. That was how the children of that time are the youth of today. They are the one disturbing the peace of the country today. They are the one disturbing US today. They are the leftists. They are